Spirituality not separate from what we're doing today. This is a spiritual movement. Forefathers in Standing Rock, the grandfathers and grandmothers at Hopi Land, the Iroquois Nation that fought so many years for peace and tranquility. Our struggle point conception here in Santa Barbara was about our spiritual rights as a peoples. We might say is what you're here for. What were we here for? We know what we're against hate. We know we're against prejudice. We know we're against inequalities. We know we're against racism. We know we're against sexism. We know we're against attacking our communities, our rainbow communities, transsexual gender equality. We know we're against anti-Muslim beliefs. We know we're against inequality in a general sense. This paddle here is a Tishle, a Chumash paddle. I bring it out because it talks about the four colors, the four races of the world, four peoples of the world coming together. And these young people, we know what we're against. What are we for, though? What are we for? What are we for?
Justice!
What are we for?
Kindness!
What are we for?
Kindness!
We're to create a world that all world exists. We'll create a future where there's a future for young people exists. We'll create a world where equality exists in the economic, political, social, moral, ethical, moral. This is not a new prayer for us, for the Chumash Indigenous community. All prayers, Standing Rock. All prayers, Hopi Land. All prayers, Dene. All prayers, Iroquois. All prayers, Mohawk. All prayers of people of Northwest Fishing Community. All prayers in Alaska. All prayers within Central America. All prayers in South America. All prayers within Africa, indigenous peoples. All prayers within Micronesian, Indonesian peoples, the Kanaki Maoris, the people within India, the people within Pakistan, the people within China, the people within Mongolia, the people within the Soviet Union, the people, all these peoples, even Eastern Europe peoples are talking about this new change that we are experiencing. One scientist says right here, Trump, love Trump's hate. We have a lot of work to do. What's new? What's new? Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton. What's new? What's new about our leaders before? Eugene Debs, Big Bill Hayward. What's new? What's new about the future is something that we will create today for these young people. We are water protectors, true. We need to be children protectors. Protectors of a generation. All the people here voted differently or non-voted at all. That's behind us. Now it's about what are we going to do tomorrow? How we're going to organize? How we're going to challenge the status quo? How we're going to challenge the bank system? How we're going to challenge the real estate system? How we're going to challenge the white supremacy? How we're going to challenge the gender supremacy? How we're going to challenge, and that challenge does not mean violence. Police are not our enemy. They are human beings too, and families. In Standing Rock, the water protectors are offering prayers to the people that are assaulting them. They are true fighters. They are a spiritual journey with the elders and spiritual leaders are telling us, both within the four races. And this is a time for contemplation, a time for a protection of our community. We don't want any students within any educational systems or institutions in our community to feel threatened, because we will protect them. We will protect them from what they have to say. There's 500 students in San Marcos High School, San Marcos, and Dos Pueblos walked out. The news media said they're just reacting. Every speaker that I heard in Santa Barbara High School was articulate, compassionate, and loving. That was not God reported. There'll be a lot better speakers than I can ever be. But one of the things is clear. Everyone here, every individual, whether you be heard or not, from the ancestors that surround this area of the Chumash peoples, of the peoples that have come now, that you call this home. We have challenges, and this is an opportunity. Opportunity for us does not mean reacting, does not mean anger, does not mean frustration, does not mean any of those things that we feel. Don't take them away. It means creating new views and new avenues and new models to create the world we can all exist spiritually, mentally, economically, and socially within this North America. Thank you.